tuning in. I appreciate that. I would like to talk to you a little bit about overeating, weighing too much, diet, and all that sort of not so pleasant stuff. It's we're in the middle of April now. It's 3 months, a little bit more than 3 months after Christmas, and a lot of people are still struggling with the weight they put on over Christmas because they were all having a good time and gathering with the family. And now the thought comes up, oh my gosh, summer is almost here. It's getting warmer, especially here in Arizona. And you want to wear your shorts, but you feel so uncomfortable. It's just like, I don't want to look like a sausage squeezing myself in the shorts. I love the shorts, it's too hot, but oh gosh. So you probably started, enthusiastically January, the first week. No, forget about the first week. The second week you started with a diet. You perhaps did some study online, like what other diets are there, and maybe you've done diets before, or you just cut back the food, the intake of the food, sweets and all that sort of stuff, even though you love them. No, you don't have them anymore. Not easy, especially not if you have a family and if you have little kids. It doesn't make it easier. So what kind of diet are you going to follow then? You don't want to have a diet that just, is like starvation and you have to give up everything you really love. But what to do? Well, it's not easy because there are hundreds of diets, and if there was one diet that worked, we would all follow it and it would be over and done with. What is the major challenge with all the diets that are promoted constantly? And every January, a whole new slew of diets come onto the market, and they're, promoting this is better than the other, and you have to no carb and no fat and no meat, or whatever the flavor of the month is. That is the diet. Do they really work on the long term? No, none of them don't. They just have beautiful marketing ploys, but they don't really work because overeating is an emotional affair, and it's linked back in early childhood, and those emotions are never addressed. Usually, and I'm sorry to say, it's negative emotions. They are not addressed, not then, because they may not have been recognized as that, but later on, still, now you're an adult, you don't connect the dots, and that's okay because nobody teaches you how to connect the dots. But I will help you along that way. I would love for you not to ever follow a diet anymore. Just come to peace with whatever the beliefs are you have with yourself, and just forget about this emotional craving, this emotional overeating, because that's what you do. You attempt to eat your emotional feelings away with the food. And does it work? No, it doesn't work. So I bring it back again to the most important things of all of my teachings is, what's going on in your head? What are you thinking about yourself? What are you seeing about yourself? How do you see yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you hate yourself? Do you think you're stupid? What do you think? What are you saying to yourself? So very important, because when you start to crave food, when you start to binge on food, you're probably not in the happiest mood. And anybody who has been extremely happy, fell in love, remember? You probably didn't eat for a day because you were just floating on air. You didn't need that kind of emotional nourishment that food provides. Of course, there is some food you have to eat to stay alive, but not just binging and then feeling totally stuffed like a sausage and still feeling miserable. And half an hour later, you just at it again. It doesn't really work because the emotions, why you overeat, why you eat, why you crave, they are not addressed. So I will talk more and more in the upcoming videos about this. I would like you to start with a little thing. Just and I've talked about this before, start to observe yourself. When you have a craving, when you run to the refrigerator or the cookie jar and you just in it, stop for a moment. What are you thinking about? What is going on in your head? What just preceded this action that you're taking? Get yourself a journal, write it down. What's going on? How do you feel? Why do you feel this way? Very, very important. Then, before you put your hand in the cookie jar or before you put the spoon in the ice cream or whatever you're doing, stop, put it back, drink a glass of water, and wait 25 minutes. You go like, yeah, oh, that's an easy one. Just do it. You have discipline. You have discipline, and you need to tweak it a little bit more. Wait 25 minutes. Applaud yourself. Good job. And then have a part of the craving food that you would like to have, whether it's cookies or cheese or ice cream. Have just 1 or 2 bites slowly, very slowly. Most important that you do it very slowly. And enter that into your journal, because eating, and especially overeating, is an emotional thing. You try to eat something away. You try to stuff it away. And food is not doing the trick. Not now, not ever, never. So I will give you more tips in the days to come. And hopefully they work for you. Hopefully they help, because you know what? You can change it. Don't worry, you can change it. So thanks for watching. You remember that all of my trainings, everything that I tell you here is part of my mentoring for my loving mentors, and the way I, interpreted it for myself and pass it on to you. If you like it, great. Press the like button. Share it with those who you think may need to hear the message. If you don't like it, that's okay as well. I appreciate you anyway. Looking forward to the next video with you. Take care. Bye.